Okay, so Eliza and Temperance rock up at the entrance to the manor house. And outside, firstly, there are gates, and on either side of the gate are city watch guards. You're fairly low-level scrub guards, but you know. And as you walk up, one of them looks at you and says, "Invitations," and holds out his hand.
I think Eliza would be like, "Do you not know who I am? I don't think I even need an invitation." And probably gives it like half a beat and then realises...
Yeah, he's staring at you.
Roll your eyes.
So just like reluctantly hands it over like...
Okay, so you hand over the 2 invitations and the guard looks over them and looks at you and looks at them again and goes...
While he's doing that, can I get out a copy of my book with the author profile on the back and just hold it next to my face?
Right.
Alan Partridge.
He looks at you like a 3rd time and he does like a double take. Like, and he like looks at what you're doing and he goes, "What is this supposed to be?"
It's my book. I'm a famous author. Just
Your
let us
book? I ain't never read that book. I'm
in.
most
That doesn't surprise me in the least. Just step aside.
Yeah, no, let me tell you about the authors I really like. I really like Gizzard, Bumble.
I mean, if we're able
really
to
good
enter,
stuff.
I think...
Yeah, no, the other guy's like, ugh, and like opens the gates while the guy is still going like, Maleficent.
I autograph a book and just give it to the guard. Say, read some actual literature and then walk off.
He yells at you. Does it have any romance scenes in it or not?
I don't reply.
Oh wow.
It would spoil it.
Yeah, you don't want to spoil the ending. Okay. Well, you make it past the gate, and you look up to see a very grand manor house. You can tell there are like, there's, it's multiple storied, and there are luscious gardens around, and there are guests milling around, wearing finery and talking and smoking and drinking or whatever. And there's a golden light coming from the main doorway, which is up a flight of steps.
I think, well, we'll just enter. I don't know what the other 2 are doing. Do we need to like look around and just give a secret signal or like make an owl call or something?
Flash over to the other group. Flash, other group. What's going on?
Yeah, so we're both sort of workmaned up, like
Yeah.
I think you can already tell by my face where like I've got like bits of tan that seem to form like a goggle outline. So like I sort of I already look the part in my my sort of blue whale denim overalls.
I guess we're
quite a bit of crusty skin on there as well.
Oh yeah, I'm crusty. I'm a crusty boy.
Got crusty and greasy here.
I imagine we're looking for the like the tradesman's entrance to the grounds rather than swanning up to the queue where all the partygoers are.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, whatever you think's going to be the best move for you, my friend.
All right. Yeah, that, I think.
That one, please,
Okay.
por favor.
So, from what Tibbs the street urchin told you, you fairly sure that there is some sort of servant's entrance round the back of the estate.
Yep.
So are you going to head round the back?
Straight there, yeah.
Okay. While you're walking around, you do see a few guards inside the complex. Kind of, one of them spots you and like gives you the eye. Not those kind of eyes.
Damn.
Sorry, viewers. Not yet.
gonna smooch my way into danger and then smooch my way right back out of it.
I put away the cologne I was just about to apply.
Oh,
It's
gosh,
whale
I
oil.
don't-
It's whale oil.
I don't know if
I'll
any
give it a
amount
half.
of cologne could overcome Barry's otherwise appearance, let's say. But you know, everyone can love. Who's to say?
Well, that's very kind of you. Thanks, man.
Right, so you head around the back, and yeah, you see there's a lot of commotion around the back side of the manor. And yeah, there's people milling in and out of like a back entrance or to the grate. It's like an iron grating wall. And beyond there, you do see an entrance in the back of like servants and, you know, waiting staff. And I think there's a delivery going on of some sort.
Is there like a general sort of figure who seems to be in control? Like, is there a guard, or is there like someone who's got like a checklist or something like that?
You can have a look around to see if you can find one.
Yeah, I'd like to do that, please.
Okay.
I, meanwhile, would like to stroll in like I own the joint. Just walk in like it's just another day.
Oh wow.
Bold as
okay.
brass.
Need to go trim one of those inside hedges.
Yeah, you're dressed like a gardener. So,
Yeah. Well, I was. Oh, is this not a gate that then leads to sort of the gardens and that sort of thing?
well,
Or are we
no,
talking about
this
an
is-
entrance to the actual house?
so the main gate, going into the complex, does lead into. There is like a side way that you can go down that
Mhm.
leads into the gardens area.
Right.
But this gateway, directly in front of it, is like the servants' entrance to the manor house.
Oh, stuff that. I'm heading to the garden.
You're heading to the garden, okay?
Yeah.
So you walk through the gate, and there are people like bustling around you. You're boldly doing this.
Yeah.
So would you like to maybe roll move and boldly?
Move and boldly for a total of 9.
Yes.
Oh no, that is a
Oh,
12
no.
and a 14.
12 and a 14. Unfortunately, that is a fail.
Yeah, don't
so-
move anywhere.
Yes. Well, you do move, and
Mhm.
boldly indeed. But it seems like the effect that maybe you wanted isn't quite the one that you're giving off.
hmm
So you stroll in, you know, swaggering.
Yep.
You got the swag, but there's a servant that you bump into as they're like carrying this enormous, like, let's say it's an enormous crate of something.
Oh, that's
And
not
they-
cash money.
Yeah. And they drop it, and it falls on the ground, just go on the floor and go, and you can hear things rattling around in there. And the servant turns on you and says, "Watch where you're going! Look what you've done now! Who do you think you are?"
I want to step right up to him
Okay.
and say, I'm the gardener who just got dragged away from dinner with his wife and child because apparently the cold winds don't think the hedge maze is tidy enough for a party. So, tell you what, give you a sage piece of advice. Why don't you mind where you're going?
Would you like to roll talk? And how do you want to do this?
Forcefully!
Yeah, I thought that might be the case.
I also have a focus in intimidate, so if I
Yes,
roll a
you
3
do.
or under, that's a crit. That's a 5, so it's not a crit, but it's a
Yeah.
success.
I keep
Excuse me.
forgetting to give you the difficulty. I'm going to say, I keep forgetting this. I apologise. I should give you the difficulty first. I'm going to say this is average. Because, you know, like, you're not it's not a particularly stressful situation quite yet.
Mhm.
And he is a bit flustered from the whole, you know, it's a wild party, etc.
Yeah, and he's dropped his
So-
bloody box.
So, what did you roll, sorry?
I rolled a 5.
You rolled just a 5, so only 1.
Mhm.
Okay. I'm gonna say it's a partial success.
Okay.
So he backs off, and he's like, "Whoa, whoa, 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 whoa! Okay, okay. I mean, it's all wild around here. I don't really recognize you, but maybe you're new or
That's right, yeah.
new, yeah. Well,
Yeah.
you see him like looking you up and down and noting your appearance. I'm gonna put I'm gonna put something on the stealth track. I'm gonna use this. This can also be used as like a form of how aware are the household and the guards, etc., of you coming in doing dodgy business.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna put you up on the stress track. Not stress, stealth, but so now they're a little bit wary of you. But he steps back and he picks up his box again and says, "Well, to the gardens with you then."
To the house with you then. Bye-bye.
Have I found a clipboard toting man?
Would you like to roll?
Yeah.
Let's see.
Study, is it?
Yeah, I'd say study.
I think I'm going
Using your
to
knowledge
study
of
cleverly, if that's
what
alright with you.
people look like. Yes, so you're rolling. I'm gonna say it's a difficulty of 1.
Okay, I need
Not that
an
hard.
11 or lower.
Yeah.
And I have a 4 and a 1. So does that give us some momentum?
Yes, it does. So add 1 more to your momentum pool.
Is
I
1 a
believe you
crit in this game, or do I have to have the focus for it to be a
have-
crit?
1 is a crit.
So is that
regardless of whether you're
3
focused
successes
or not.
then? So we up to 4 momentum.
It's still a crit is always just a crit.
Does a crit count for 2 successes?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Sorry.
So an extra 2 momentum if I only needed 1.
What did you
I
roll?
rolled a success and a crit, so I've got 3
Okay.
successes. Yeah.
Right,
Yeah.
no, yeah, but you get. Sorry. Yeah. You
Right.
get 2 extra momentum.
Okay, we
So
are
add
on
that
full
to the
momentum,
pool.
gang.
Yes. You are. Right.
Yeah, I'm gonna walk up to him.
Okay, yeah, you see someone standing out, like away from the line that's kind of forming, like back and forth, and he's bald, but like he's mostly bald, but there's like a weird patch of hair like balanced on top, and he's wearing like a suit, and he's watching over what's going on imperiously, and he's making like little notes in a little book.
Yeah, I woke up and alright, here for repairs on your generator I am. Still not,
He's quite.
no eye contact whatsoever.
This man is quite tall, and he like.
I'm just looking
see-
directly ahead, which is like his chest.
He sees you, and he's like, "Oh, generator, did you say?"
Alright, Lady Caldwin called up my firm, asked for a repair on your generator, he did. Or she
Oh.
did, rather.
I wouldn't say that the lady herself would do the rigging. For sure, it would have been me or one of my associates. What company are you from exactly?
You should have a note on your clipboard. And I just sort of I slap my finger as if I'm pointing at something, but just like spill oil all over it. It's just like a black smudge wherever it would have been written.
Oh my god! Oh,
Right
my
here,
notes!
see it there?
You absolute buffoon!
And then I just want to sort of confuse him with some jargon. So I'm just going to be like, right, look, simple matter is, your generator's got the phlegm tube all cracked out with your gargan. And I need to get in there and snoober the fire gates there, otherwise it's going to get right broken, you know what I mean?
What if you odious little man? Go off with you. Go and do whatever you need to do. My notes. This hours of work.
Right you are.
This waves you off like that. Okay, so you're now just free to go off and do what you like. So I'm going to say we're going back to the fancy party. So you two are still in the front garden. Eliza and Temperance. What's going on?
I'm gonna stride inside, do you know,
Okay.
the posh person, like taking canapes, saying, "And how long have you been a person to bond with servants?"
All right, the
that kind of
servants
thing.
just like are so bored at the moment. They just ignore you as you walk past. You're just
Yes,
another of them.
kind of had yes, Temperance Swassage of the Devere Swassages. And then I'm gonna I want to approach a guard.
A
and I
guard,
will-
okay.
Yeah. With my mouth full of some kind of cheese-based snack.
Okay.
And I would like to talk boldly.
Talk boldly, okay. What are you
All
gonna
right,
say?
sweet cheeks.
What are you gonna say, Temperance?
I am gonna say, I say, oh man, I say. Head Bernard Busterville was here tonight. Smashing fellow. Do you know, have you seen around Bernard? Burn? The Nard dog? Burners? Come on, feel the burn. That's the way her burn likes it.
I'm gonna say this is a 1.
Okay, good. So,
So your target is.
so I've got
You're talking
5
boldly.
talk and boldly, so it's a 10.
It's a 10. So roll 10 or under.
Ah! I got an 11, but I got 1. I got a crit success.
Oh, excellent! That means
So
you
we're-
get to add another to your momentum. So you got 5 momentum now. That's a nice little
5
pile
momentum, chaps.
there.
Gonna
Okay.
find that door.
So, yeah, you say this to this guard, and at first he's very like taken aback. He's like, "What the hell's going on here?" Some drunk woman's like come up to me and rambling, and he's like, and then he sees you, and he's like, "Oh, Bernard, yeah, Bernard, Buster, the old scallywag, yeah." Yeah, he's here. He's representing us, as he should, but he's also having a good time, as he should. I believe he is probably in the entertainment room, last I heard, with a ladyship. And he winks at you.
The entertainment room or the entertainment room?
He laughs! Hey, and he nudges you with his arm. Yeah. He's like, I don't think he's got quite to that base yet, but you never know with this sort of lot. And then he realises what he's saying and who he's surrounded by, and he like quiets down a little bit. Just, yeah.
Well, not that I would comment. Yeah.
Say no more, Phelps. Say no more.
Yeah.
Yes, thank you very much. Lovely,
I'll
lovely.
be seeing you maybe later.
Yes, fantastic. What was your name? Sorry.
My name is Wilbur.
Horse.
Hugspotty.
Yes, I think I was at the academy with the Hugs Buddy.
Oh yeah, we're notorious. All in
go
the you know, the I can't remember what the word for it is now.
Bristol?
The frats, you know.
Oh.
Yeah.
They called me Notorious HUG.
Yeah.
Chief of
well-
hazing.
We'll catch a drink later.
Smashing, sounds smashing. Lovely. Goodbye. And then I'm gonna I'm gonna sort of do Eliza, and
okay.
then sort of circulate towards the entertainment room.
Okay.
Do some karaoke.
Oh wow, karaoke, yeah.
I don't know,
Okay.
there's always karaoke at posh people's parties, isn't there?
Yeah, surely.
Yeah, you go up the steps to the main entrance, and there are 2 guards either side of the front doors. You notice. They're just keeping an eye on things. And you walk through, and there's a foyer. It's quite long. And there are also 2 guards towards the other end of that.
Okay.
And there seem to be 2 large rooms either side of this foyer, and one right at the end.
Okay.
So Eliza will naturally be handing out cards to everyone she sees. Not the servants, though. She just takes canapes, kind of following the trail the Temperance has made.
Yeah,
taking from the same plates.
We have to make sure that if they cotton on that anything untoward has happened at the party, then they know exactly who's responsible.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're
So I think
just handing out the cards.
So I think I'll follow into the main, after seeing Temperance give me like a look to suggest that she's onto something. I follow into the main house. Do we, given the mention of entertainment room? Well, Temperance, do you communicate this to me? Because, like,
Oh,
if
no,
I catch
no.
up with you.
I'm
Okay.
just kind of gone.
All right. In that case, Eliza, I think we'll walk up and go. What is it? Did you have a canapé that was particularly good?
The entertainment room. I think there's a lead in there. I think we should. Probably quite a loud whisper though. I think we should go to the entertainment room.
I think, Eliza would just, not even trying to whisper, be like, "Oh, marvelous! The entertainment room. I wonder if it's the secret one."
Okay, you're saying that loudly.
Well, at normal, I'm not shouting it, but I'm not making any effort to kind of calm my voice down.
Everyone knows there's a secret entertainment room, surely.
Yeah, but rule 1 of the
Okay.
secret entertainment room is that you don't speak about the secret entertainment room.
Right. Hang on. What is going on?
That's a cat.
There's some exuberant cat noises in the background.
That's my cat Scout. She is excited about the possibility of treats.
Oh, yeah. Well,
Aren't we all?
yeah, I mean, each to your own, you know.
Mm.
I mean, I would be excited about the possibility of treats. Also, there are probably cats around here.
Yeah, in the house, you know,
Yeah.
wandering around.
Yeah. Well, they've
Yeah.
got to kill the mice.
Hmm.
I'm also imagining, like instead of cheese hedgehogs, they've got cheese rats.
Hmm.
They've carved a potato into the shape of a rat and stuck cheese in it.
Okay. Yeah. That's fine.
So I think, do we have an idea of where this entertainment room could be, given that we spoke to various people before we came in? At least the non-secret entertainment room, if that's where Caldwell is at the moment.
I'm guessing it's the big door at the end, but it might not be. But I'm gonna head in that direction.
You're heading in that direction, okay. Okay, you get to the entertainment room. The door is currently closed, and there are 2 guards either side of it.
God, how many bloody guards? It's at least 6.
Hey, it's a fancy manor.
Can Eliza move? I think Eliza's going to borrow a trick out of Gris's book and is going to move boldly towards the door, like she belongs.
Yeah.
You know, not
does.
even hesitating.
Okay,
and just try and stroll straight through.
What are you trying to achieve? You want to go through the door?
Get into the room. Yeah, I'm just trying to walk in like I've always belonged there.
Okay. I'm gonna say. Yeah, I'm gonna say it's 2.
Okay. Can I use a momentum if
You
the
may.
group doesn't mind? So that lets me roll another d20, right?
So yeah, so you get to roll 3 d20s for this.
Down to
so
4.
So
you're
talk,
rolling at 9
sorry,
or
move.
under.
move boldly, yeah. Okay, that's a 5 and a 9, and then my third d20 is a 4. So I get
Yeah.
3 successes.
Yeah,
So I
you
refill the momentum.
Refill that momentum. Makes sense. You've still got 5.
Take a penny, leave a penny.
Excellent work. Okay, so you're going to stroll through the door. At first, the guard sees you, and as he has been instructed, he initially goes to hold his hand out. But then he sees the way that you're walking and your very confident stance, and he's like, "Oh, you are going in the entertainment room, madam?"
I don't even reply. If he holds out a hand, I just put a book in it and stroll straight through.
Wait! Oh!
Oh, sorry. Open the front page
work.
and autograph it, close it.
He's looking quite flustered. He's like, thank you. And then you're walking off, and he's there with his book, and the door is open right now.
Okay, yeah, I'll just walk in.
Yeah, you've gone through. What's our friend Temperance doing?
I'm going to move.
Because the door is open at this minute. Because
Yeah,
Eliza's just walked through.
I'm gonna walk through. Do I have to do a skill check, or could I just follow?
Depends how you want to follow.
I will move quickly or swiftly.
Okay. So I'm gonna say it's 1 because the guards are flustered.
So my target is an 11.
Or lower.
That's a 3 and a 7. 2 successes.
Excellent. Okay, so you get another momentum.
We're
Guys are
racking
doing a
up this
good
momentum.
job. Cracking job. Okay. Yeah, you just quickly slide in before the guards sort of notice that you're there, and eventually they like scrabble to close the door once again, because this is you gather that this is like the VIP area of the party. You
Yes,
know.
well, quite right.
Well, yes. Okay, so you walk into this quite large room. It's shaped a little bit like a like a hump. So like you've got the door here, and then there's 2 like
Or like a sort of crescent kind of, or like a
sort
half.
of, yeah. And you look around. There's a few guests. A lot of them are sat down having discussions. You note that there are 2 people that kind of catch your eye. There's an elderly-ish. I mean, let's be generous. She's in her. You reckon she's probably in her 60s. And she's dressed in very fine clothes. And she has like a really big hat on with like a dead pelican on it. And there's like ruffled dress, very ostentatious. And she's sat in a circle of people who are avidly listening to what she's saying. And you can hear her voice kind of carry over the room. They're like, "Oh yes, business has been amazing lately, I must admit. And it's all down to that Kilcuddy. What a master!" And Kilcuddy, well, you suspect that there is a man there whose back is to you in a chair, who answers, "Oh, my lady, you are too kind." And there is also another woman towards the other end of the room who is dressed in like a suit. She's got like a nice dress shirt on, and she is talking to another person and holding herself up with an air of confidence, but intensity. And she's avidly talking to another person. That person's kind of like a little bit like, "What have I got myself into?"
I think once we're inside the room, I take 2 glasses from the first tray to pass me and hand one to Temperance and just chink them together.
Yeah,
As if, like, we've made it. There's no rush.
Yep.
In the meantime, then,
Yep.
I've been trying to find like some kind of generator room, like whether the house has its own internal power supply, or if there's some kind of circuit breaker where the actual power from the city main lines comes. I'm trying to find that location. I assume in some kind of basement or whatever.
Are you inside? Are you going inside the servants?
Yeah, I walked through the servants' entrance after he told me to bugger off.
Okay.
Now I'm in the house.
So okay, you walk into the servants' entrance and you see there's a lot of hustle and bustle activity. You're in what looks like a kind of larder or like warehouse,
Mhm.
like not warehouse, not the right
Storeroom.
word. Like
Yeah.
a storeroom. And there's
Pantry.
loads of like hams hanging up and like casks of wine and it's enough to make you salivate.
Mm. I think I just pocket a little slice of ham. Leave that for later.
A slice of ham.
Yeah, a single slice
How
of ham.
are you going to get the slice of ham?
Is
there are
not-
whole hams.
Is there not a bit where they're preparing stuff where I can just sort of...
No, this is the storeroom.
Oh, all right then. Well, if there's some kind of like little
Unless
quail
you
or
want to grab
something...
the ham from the side and cut a slice.
No. Only pre-made food.
To fight carefully.
But if there's like some pickled eggs or something, I might grab some of those and shove them in my pocket.
There's like jars.
Yeah, I'll shove a small jar of pickled eggs in my pocket.
Pickled eggs have big Barry energy.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say.
Should have named him Barry Pickle Egg.
to take the jar of pickled eggs without being noticed.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say this is the difficulty of.
3.
I keep losing my page with the difficulties on. I've got like this document open in like so many different tabs right now because I have to like see.
What is the standard skill that you use for doing stuff stealthily? Would it be a move action? Because I'm not sure which of these would. Because you've got fight, move, study, survive, talk, and tinker. So I'm not sure what like sleight of hand kind of thing would be. Obviously, you could do it like
Tinker.
quietly or cleverly. You think tinker?
I guess.
Tinker's
More
more
like
like
move because you're moving your hand and it's like a
Yeah.
movement of the hand, even though it's a micro movement.
Yeah.
It is.
I would
like,
say
the
what
system
is-
is funny.
What is sleight of hand if not fine manipulation?
yeah.
That's why I would say tinker.
Hang on, let me find. Where
I would say stealing something feels like move, but like
It's-
doing something to something, like picking a lock, feels like
Yeah,
tinker.
I think like
Yeah.
moving quietly through a room and also moving quietly as you slip something in your pocket seem like similar things.
Mm.
But I might, I might like if there's someone who's specifically looking at me, I might just sort of like give them. I'm like, oh, dude, how you doing? And then just behind my back. So basically, just sort of like distract them with my completely unintelligible dialect, whilst like behind my back, I'm actually just slipping the eggs into my
Yeah, I'm
pocket.
gonna say this is a challenge rating of 1
Good.
because everyone's kind of distracted
Yeah.
by what's going on because there's a lot of hustle and bustle.
Yeah, if you'll permit me, I'll call it a talk cleverly.
Okay, so you're gonna try
I'm
and
do-
distract someone.
Yeah, I'm doing the old like look at my face with my hands doing what's important kind of thing.
Okay, so you are rolling 9 or under, and you need to get at least 1 success.
That's a 4 and a 16, so 1 success.
1 success, excellent. Okay, yeah, someone spots you. Someone spots you.
Oh, dear.
standing there, right. And then you're basically trying to just fluster them with your gabbling.
I'm like, I keep asking him questions he doesn't understand, so he's like, "Oh, like putting a social pressure on him to be like, well, you do know what I'm saying, right?" And then once I've pocketed the pickled eggs, I think I'll keep talking to him. Actually, I'll be like, "Looking for the generator? Any idea where that might be?"
Okay. Okay, so you're gabbling, that's mad. You pocket the jar of pickled onion. Not onions, eggs.
Pickled
so
eggs.
know
Thank
that
you very
now have a
much.
jar of Sorry. Apologies.
I'm not a heathen.
If you'd spent momentum on pickled eggs, I would have murdered you. Absolutely.
It's fine. I'm also
murdered.
going to give the GM some chaos at some point, so don't worry about it.
Yeah, I mean, I've already actually noted down some chaos because you've done a few things that has been
Chaos
a little
brackets
bit chaos.
eggs.
Chaos brackets eggs. Yeah.
Chaos egg.
Make void mayonnaise.
I feel like, the room would be chaotic after Barry Oblong has eaten a whole jar of pickled eggs.
Oh God.
It's the smell that would be chaotic. So I'd like to ask this guy if he knows where the generator room is, or the circuit board, or whatever. The general sort of like power part of the house.
Okay. Is there a way that you'd like to ask this person?
Likely?
Yeah, I'm just asking him a question. I can make it a skill check if you want.
Okay.
Yeah. Just
no,
seeing if he
you're-
knows.
Okay,
Yeah.
let's just ask him.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're asking where the generator is. First, he's like, generator. Yeah. That would probably be outside. I would say. Don't usually keep dangerous electrical equipment too far inside.
Think
the
you've
house.
gotten confused. You have. What I'm looking for, probably in the basement, some kind of implement where the mainline power comes in from the city right into the building. See what I'm saying now, Art?
Right. Into the house.
You got some kind of circuit breaker, some kind of switchboard somewhere in the house. Powers the lights, gives you your power, gives you your heat. You know the type. Some sort of boiler room, any kind of thing like that is what I particularly be looking for.
The servant is just absolutely flabbergasted by what you're saying. I'm really sorry, sir. I don't know a lot about the electricity in the house.
Right, you are. Point me to the basement and I'll do my job, yeah?
We're in the bottom level, my good sir. We are in the bottom level. There is no level underneath this, my good sir. There is no basement. You don't seem to understand. There is no basement.
Right, where is your generator? Where is the power coming in the house? I'm not sure how to make this much more clear, am I honest?
I don't know, old man.
Right,
Stop
okay.
asking me.
I would like to find the nearest plug or light switch or
This person
anything.
is getting very agitated right now. He's like, you don't understand. There is no the generator. We don't have them here. They're elsewhere.
Okay, but how does the power get in the house?
He's like, look, I don't know where you've wandered in from, but you know, we have a whale oil supply. If you want to look at that,
Oi, probably the point, yeah.
the whale oil supply you want to
Yeah,
look at.
take me to that then.
He walks over to the other end of the storeroom.
He's like, I'm grumbling angrily now.
You just see canisters of whale oil there.
And where does he put the whale oil when he wants to use it?
Oh! Well, we've got a few power conduits sort of spread across.
Oh, Lord!
But, you know,
What does he
the
think I was
house.
asking for?
You want to look at all of them?
Yeah, he wants to look at all of them. You got a power supply issue. I'm a mechanic. Been talking to your lady Coldwell there. She's told me to come over here, get him a repair. Don't know how you can make it any more simple than that.
The servant looking just like... And he looks over his shoulder at another group of servants who have stopped and looking at what's going on here. And he's like... as if you're not there, very blatantly, pointing at you and going, I don't know what this weird man is doing. And he says, just one moment, sir. And he walks off to the other lots of servants, and they start talking. And you can hear him say words like, "What the hell is this guy like?"
I make a lot of intentionally difficult RPG characters, but I think Barry Oblong is being very reasonable right now.
Barry Oblong might be, but Michael Whelan isn't. Why aren't you giving me what I want?
They're wildly talking, right? They're talking because they're like, he wants to see. You can hear him say he wants to see all of the power conjure. Like what the? They're discussing it, and he's looking back at you occasionally before going back to talk. And then the other two are like, they give a look like, you deal with it. I don't want to. I don't want to. I've had a long night already, and it's gonna be longer. And he goes back to you and just sighs and goes, I guess I can start you somewhere.
Right, you are.
Yeah, he says, follow me. And you walk out through the storage room, and you find yourself in a kitchen.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no, sorry. Forgive me, that's not true. You go into what looks like another storage room, but this is like primarily for like wine and spirits.
Mm-hmm.
And then you go up a flight of stairs, and you find yourself in a kitchen.
Okay.
And there's like pandemonium going on.
Mm.
So there's like bubbling.
The hors d'oeuvres!
Yeah, the hors d'oeuvres! You know, there's like pots bubbling and like chopping, and there's like a very large muscular woman is stirring a pot, and she's got like a chef's hat on.
It's like a scene from Disney Pixar's Ratatouille.
Yeah.
Other films are available.
And she's like yelling almost constantly. Just going, get that salmon up there! What are you doing? Chop faster! And she's just like yelling and pointing at people. And the other servants and like assistant cooks are like scrabbling around because they're clearly terrified by this woman.
Okay.
And the as soon as like the servant leading you sees the chef, they're like, come on, and they walk you over to like a power unit that's clearly connected to like the kitchen.
Right.
And there's a whale oil canister in there that's like half full.
Okay. Yeah, I think so. Like Barry starts like sort of giving it a scan over. He's already got like a spanner in his mouth, so like he was
Right.
already difficult to understand. But now he's like, and I'm just sort of like waving him off with my hand.
The servant's awkwardly standing there, not really sure whether to leave you or not. And then the chef suddenly goes, are you kidding me? Where's the clam chowder? and
Where's the lamb sauce?
and the servant who was standing there with you is like, ooh, and they suddenly goes, I think you're right here, and then he runs off down the stairs again, and leaves you to whatever you're doing.
Yeah. Okay. carry on.
What's Gris doing? Come on.
He's just started trimming the hedge maze at this point. It's like, he's
Yeah.
probably got this. I want to try and find this secret door. I would like to. Again, I'm making going along the hedgerow, sort of making a show of
Right.
trimming it.
Can I ask quickly what the secret door is the one that
I thought, isn't this the one that that Tibbs tipped me off to?
No, Tibbs told you about the servant's door. That you've seen the servant's door.
No.
Sorry,
Oh.
I wasn't sure.
Oh.
If you...
Because
No,
I thought you said there
you're
was a
getting
door in the garden.
confused.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the servant's
so-
door is the one in the
Yeah,
garden.
he mentioned he did say it was the servant's door.
I'm just going to trim the hedge.
We've
Sorry.
gone through the garden.
Okay.
You did ask if there was a servant's door, and he did say.
Yeah. Yeah, no, you're right. I have got confused.
I'm sorry.
That's all right.
I mean, you can have a scan of like the rest of the outside of the manor house.
Yeah, is there a window I can just?
There are windows.
I'm going to trim the hedges under the windows and try and find one I can just hop through.
Okay. So let's think. You would be. Yeah, I mean there are windows.
Mhm.
You can look for one that might be open.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say this is a.
Can I
Let's
sort of?
say-
I'd like to do it brazenly. Could I maybe do study boldly?
Yeah.
Oops.
I'm gonna say this is a challenge rating of 2.
Okay.
Oh no! What
I
happened?
dropped a d20. It's fine. I'll just roll this one twice. That's not good.
Was it your steel one that you dropped as well?
No.
Okay. Put a hole in the floor.
I'm going to spend a momentum. I am going to get the steel out, though. I'm
Okay.
going to spend a momentum if I may.
Down to
Yep.
4, yeah?
Yeah.
Sweet, yeah.
5.
You can always. Okay, so you've done that, but you could.
2 successes, yeah.
Yeah, 2 successes. Okay. So you passed. I would say in future, there's always a chance that before you roll, you can spend a momentum to create a truth. Which would basically allow you to say,
There is an
I
open
want to
window.
get in. There is an open window there.
Right.
But
Forgot
like,
about that thing.
let's just. It doesn't really matter.
Okay.
Like, yeah, you see. Yeah. Obviously, it's gotten a little bit hot in there with all the chatting and the
Mhm.
you know, whatever, the smoking. And you do see one of these wide, like, impressive windows has been wedged open.
Mhm.
Just maybe enough that you can try and pull yourself through.
Cool. Yeah, I'd like to try that, please.
Okay, so how are we getting ourselves through this window?
I should probably do it quietly, shouldn't I? A move quietly would be good.
Yeah, I mean, you've got momentum to spend.
Okay, well, I'll roll and see how we do. Ooh, that's a pair of 16s.
Okay.
What's the difficulty on this? Is it worth me spending a momentum?
I would say that.
Or do we have to do
I'd
that before
say
we
it
roll?
would be. It would.
Yeah.
Yeah. Usually, I'd do
Okay.
it before you roll.
In that case, I'm happy to biff it.
Okay, so you fail. So what you can do is that you can choose to give me a chaos
Uh-huh.
instead of taking a negative truth, which is what I'd give you. Or you can just take the negative truth and avoid the chaos.
Give me that truth.
Okay. So you're gonna. How are you gonna try and do it?
Well, I was hoping to sneak my way in. Presumably, I'm making a buttload of noise now.
Okay,
Getting through the
yeah.
window.
So you pop. It's like one of those windows that pushes outwards. So
Mhm.
there's like a bit underneath. So you like try and squeeze your body like in the gap between the window and
Yeah, that ain't gonna
the
happen.
wall, and you're just too much of a beefcake.
Damn right.
So
Too strong.
luckily there doesn't really seem to be anyone around this part of the garden.
Okay.
But there's no way you're gonna be able to squeeze your magnificently sized body into that window space.
Not quietly, anyway. Wink, wink.
Yay!
Yeah, I'm happy to clatter through and make a load of noise.
Put your
basically.
heel through it.
You're gonna force your way into that gap.
Yeah.
Okay, so you like squeeze your body in, and the window's going like boom, 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 like as you eventually you squeeze it in, and the window just like breaks away from the latch.
Yep.
It's just, like that, yeah, people, you know, you look around and there is like it's like a big banquet room with like a long table with like food and drinks and various other things and people milling around it, yeah, some party guests have noticed you doing this.
Okay. I'd like to stand up, look one of them in the eye, and be like, Lucius Kilcuddy, where is he? This is an emergency. There's been a terrible accident at the refinery.
Okay, how are you doing this?
Talking forcefully.
Okay, I'm gonna say this is a difficulty of 3. So you can maybe choose, spend a momentum to make a truth to make it easier for you, or you can just go for it, or you can spend a momentum to add a d20.
What do you think,
Or-
team?
Yeah, we got momentum to spare right now.
Momentum.
Yeah.
Momentum.
You can do
So-
both, I
What's the
think,
subtle?
right? You can combine them.
Depends how much you want to spend.
Yeah, we got like 4, haven't we?
I think I'll spend a momentum to add a d20. The only sort of truth I can think to apply is that I smell a lot like a whale, but I do that anyway. So,
Well, when I say truths, I mean like it doesn't have to be your personal truth. You can just make one up. That
Right.
you can just say that there's something there or something happens that would make it easier for you to do what you need to do, or you can just add a d20.
It just so happens to be a burning building in the background.
can I spend a momentum to say that the people I'm talking to are a bit pissed?
Drunk, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So you have 3 momentum now.
think
If I
it's
wanted,
2 for truth.
No, he's only spent 1.
Yeah, I
Oh,
think it's
truth
2
for
to
truth.
add a truth.
Damn.
It's 1 for an
I
extra
thought you were
dice, 2 for
setting
truth.
a die. I don't know.
Oh, I'll just add a die then.
Yeah.
Hey, you can add the truth. I think that makes it easier.
Let me check. Wait a minute. Yeah, it does.
Numbers
Let
are
me-
hard.
Yes.
Oh
they
yeah,
are.
it does.
So it's like a guaranteed success, basically.
Yeah.
So I think you just take it. Like,
It was level
Create
1.
a
Yeah.
truth. Spending 2 momentum establishes. Oh. Okay, yeah. So you'd have to spend 2 to make a truth, or you can just spend 1 to add the die. Spending
We've got
a.
loads of momentum.
Okay, all right. Yeah, I'll
2.
spend 2
Right.
to add a
Okay,
truth.
so I'm gonna
Round
lower
2.
the difficulty down to 1 because they're drunk.
Okay. Yep. That's a 3 and a 9.
Nice.
What was your number?
I was talking forcefully, wasn't I? 10. So that's 2 successes.
Sweet. So we get
nice.
momentum back.
And-
Way!
Little refund
Okay,
action.
So
4 momentum, I think.
Yep.
I've been keeping track of it.
So, so you see this lot who've turned around to look at you. One of them, his like bow tie is like hanging off the side of his shirt, and a lady. Oh yeah, we've all been there. A lady is like dribbling a glass of, champagne. Is like. As she's looking at you, it's like dribbling down her dress. And they're like, "Ew, what? Emergency! Kill Cuddy! Ew.
Yes? Where is he?
Let me think. Do you remember when Kill Cud is Gerald?" And the other guy with the bow tie is like, "What? What have I said to you before, woman? Stop asking me to play bridge. I won't do it. No, not bridge, Gerald. Kill Cuddy. Kill. You're going to kill me? Well, I know our relationship was on the rocks, but I didn't know that bad." And now they're just outright having an argument. She's like, "I saw you with that chambermaid, you old dog."
I would like to grab hold of the guy, sort of like by the upper arm.
So
sort
are
of
you
north-
you're in the room now, you've just
Yeah,
brought
yeah,
yourself
yeah.
in. Yeah.
Yeah.
All the other guests are now watching this hullabaloo, because they're like, "Oh,
Okay.
this is good stuff."
I want to grab him by the upper arm like he's a naughty child and pull him in tight and be like, "Listen, man, people
Is this-
are dying. Where
is
is
this Gerald?
Kilcuddy?"
That you're talking to. This Gerald
Yes.
fella, right?
Yeah.
What? Are you angry at me as well? How many relationships do I have to end tonight?
Where is Kilcuddy?
Are you trying to intimidate him?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm gonna say this is I'm gonna say this is a challenge of like 2 because he's kind of blissfully drunk. But
Okay.
you can use your focus.
Yep.
So how are you doing this? You're talking. Let's say you're talking forcefully.
Yeah.
So it's 10
10.
or under,
Yep.
and a 3
3
or
or
under will
under's a
get you a
crit.
crit. Yeah.
It's a 13 and a 20.
Oh,
Oh.
wow, that 20 is a critical fail. Okay. This guy you're shouting at suddenly gets a little bit leery. He's like, "Get your hands off me! I've had enough of this! I've had enough of you!" And he points at the woman, who is now slumping even further against the table. and just going, oh! And he tries to force you off him. Are you going to let him, or are you going to hold on?
I'm going to lay him out.
You're going to punch him?
Yeah.
Okay, this is what's called a contest. You're going to roll against this person in order to see whether you can beat them up, essentially. I haven't actually got stats for this kind of guy.
Really?
Yeah, I didn't expect you to beat up the nobles, so...
that you obviously have not met us.
So I'm just going to use these stats. So what you're going to try to do, Johnny, is you're obviously going to use fight. Are
Yep.
you doing it bare knuckle, or...?
Or using my brass nut.
Jeez.
Okay, so...
No. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it bare knuckled.
Bare knuckle, right.
I'm not trying to kill him.
Jump straight to the brass knuckles.
So, you're gonna... How are you fighting?
I
Yeah.
am fighting boldly. I think.
Okay.
Because
So-
I don't want to come across like a thug out of control. I want to hit him like I'm a proper pugilist, and he's offended my honor. Like I
So-
feel like everyone's seen him lay a hand on me.
Okay, yeah. No, this is riled up a lot. So, essentially what's gonna happen is you've got to just get more successes than he does.
Okay.
So, you have your target number, which will
Yep.
be 11 or under.
Yep.
Is this brawling, would you say?
Hell yeah.
So if you get a 5 or under, you roll a critical.
Yep.
This person... I'm gonna do it... Yeah, I'm gonna... So let's see. Oh dear. Well, how did you do, Johnny?
I rolled a 6 and a 20.
Wow. That's a fail, but you did get a success.
Mhm.
This person failed entirely. They didn't get a single success. So I'm just gonna play this by the sense that even though you got a critical fail, this person has achieved nothing either, and at least you got a success. So
Cool.
also, he is not. Let's be generous here. He's not in his best years, and he's had a few.
Yeah.
So let's say you punch him.
Mhm.
And he staggers back. He's like, oh. But he's still standing. And he's gonna try and rush you, I think.
Okay.
So we're gonna go at it again.
Mhm.
So I will choose how I'm gonna do this. How are you gonna respond to being... He's essentially lowering his head down and charging at you. The woman who is like leaning against the table sees this. She's like, oh, Chino!
Do you think he meant to run like this, but then the force of his weight
Yeah,
just sort of...
yeah, swaying forward.
I'd like to sidestep him, probably, and
Okay,
like huck him into the wall.
okay. So he's gonna... Yeah, he's doing this quite...
just let him
Yeah.
smash his head through the wall. Just stuck in the plaster.
Okay, so you're still fighting, because when you're going up against someone,
Cool.
you fight. But are you fighting in a different way here? How would
Probably
you say your
forcefully. Like I
response?
want to speed him up.
Okay.
We're talking like I want to grab hold of his collar and the seat of his trousers
so your
and
target,
throw him
yeah,
into the wall.
your target is still 11
Mhm.
with your brawling. I'll let you know
Sweet.
that.
Here we go.
Oh wow. Okay. Interesting. What did you roll, Johnny?
2 crits.
Oh,
That's
boy.
a good thing too, because this guy rolled a crit as well.
Oh.
That's a very lucky thing. Okay, I'm gonna imagine what's happened. He does barrel into you,
Mhm.
but you're such a massive person that essentially he just barrels into you, expecting you to like fall over or fall back, and then you just stand there holding it, and he just goes, like, what stopped him? And he looks up and sees you, and he's like, oh, and what do you do?
fucking punch him in the face.
Do you
I'm
do like
done.
a punch down?
Yeah. Like, I'm
Lay
done
into
playing
him.
around. I want to knock him out.
Okay.
If I use my brass knuckles,
Jesus.
will this kill him?
Do you have like stats for those?
No, it just said brass knuckles in my belongings. Let me search
Okay.
for them.
Because there is a stress track. I don't know what this.
The only time brass knuckles are mentioned in this PDF is to tell me that I have them.
Interesting. I'm gonna say, So there is a thing in Dishonored, just like the game, where you can choose whether you want to do lethal or non-lethal damage. So would you
Non-lethal.
like to kill this man,
No,
Johnny?
I just want to put him down.
Okay, you just want to put him down. Okay, well this definitely will do that.
Cool.
Like, you punch him in the head, and he just like falls. You know when you like fall back and you have absolutely no control over your body. He
Mhm.
just falls like that and just like boom, boom, and he's just out cold, and suddenly the whole room is just quiet.
I'd like to
Apart from the woman who's now on the floor. She slowly slid to the floor and she's just going, ooh, ooh, like that.
I want to pull my jacket straight and say, I'm sorry you had to see that, ladies and gentlemen. As you can see, that man attacked me and I had to defend myself. Now, if it's not too much trouble, does anybody know where Lucius Kilcuddy is?
Someone who is just standing there slowly like drops their glass and it just shatters on the floor. He says, "Oh, in the entertainment room, dear chap. I believe he was last talking to her ladyship. Oh, and he just like faints."
Have a lovely evening, everybody.
One person in the corner just goes,
Top
Bravo.
performance here. Great. Interactive theatre. Amazing.
What a show. I've not seen a brawl like that in Yonkey's years.
I feel like it's almost certainly someone else's turn, but just generally speaking, I want to be going in the direction of the entertainment room.
Okay, right. Yeah, you definitely... do you know? I'm going to say he points you in the direction.
Cool.
Like towards the entertainment room. Just with a shaky hand points you towards that. Okay. Are we back with Eliza and Temperance?
Yeah. Okay.
Right. Who do we want to talk to? You've got a fancy old lady, presumably Kilcuddy, and this other lady who's in the corner who's looking very intense.
What do you think, Eliza? Because I'm worried that I will be rumbled more easily because I'm the disgraced child of a family, and I feel like Lady Coldwin will be able to. She'll know who's meant to be where, kind of thing. So I was thinking I'd go and talk to the intense lady, but I don't know what Eliza would like to do.
I think Eliza would probably, given any opportunity, immediately stride up to the most famous person in the room.
Well, okay, yeah. Her ladyship.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, so Eliza's going to her ladyship, and you are Temperance.
I'm gonna go to the intense lady talking to someone in the corner and sort of do
Okay.
that thing. You know, at parties where you just try and sort of
Muscle in. Well, no
Make-
muscle
yeah.
in, but
just
Yeah.
sort of make yourself part of a conversation by standing there and then laughing the next time someone makes a joke.
oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's do Eliza first. So Eliza, you go up to the circle which presumably her ladyship is sitting. And at that moment, you just hear her go, "Oh, yes!"
I try and join in. In
Join
that
in-
kind of
how?
classic way of trying to join into a circle by joining into a joke you haven't heard, but laughing along with it.
You're laughing along with it.
Yeah.
Okay, you laugh. And she carries on, looking at the man she was speaking to earlier in the circle. You see him sat there, and oh my gosh, did you ever watch that show, Grizzly Tales for Gruesome Kids?
Yes.
Mhm.
He looks like the guy who hosts that. Like, with the bald head, and he's very tall and long. A little bit like Voldemort, but like...
That might be a slightly more useful reference for the audience.
No, I liked the first one.
The first one was for us. It was for
Yeah.
us. He's a man who looks a bit like that, but he's got like a full nose. And he's wearing a suit that you can just tell is very new. It's just been bought from the shop. And he looks a little bit awkward with the whole situation. He's just taking all these compliments and all this attention. But he's got awkwardness, but you can also see a bit of smugness there as well. Like, he's soaking in. Are you sitting down or standing or?
Are they all sat down in a circle?
Yes, they are.
Is there a spare chair?
There is indeed.
Okay, I'll sit down on the spare chair.
Yeah, you're just sitting next to a man who has a big moustache.
If he tries to talk to me, I ignore him.
He goes, oh yes, have
Lean
you heard
into-
about the latest? Oh,
Shush, shush, shush.
Oh.
Lean into the conversation with Lady
Yeah.
Caldwin. So we're here to collect information primarily, right? We're
specifically about what Glutter suspects Kilcuddy is up to something regarding his recent successes with the whale oil business.
So can I try and join into this conversation between Kilcuddy and Caldwin?
Yeah,
And
she's
try and-
loud. Yeah, there are a few other people just sat there listening. Like, they're doing sort of what you're doing, which are like not really involved in the conversation, but sort of like, I want to be in this because this is the hoi polloi.
I think I'd want to lean in and be like, try and join in naturally and say like, Mr. Kilcuddy, I hear you run quite the whale oil business, and your success is the talk of the town. How
Okay.
did you manage it? And try and coax him to boast about how he's achieved this.
Do you want to use a skill test, or are you just talking?
I think I'm trying to talk in a way that would encourage more information than he would
Okay.
normally share. So I think I would talk cleverly.
Okay. So what are you asking specifically? You're just asking about his business.
Yeah, I'm asking how he basically ended up taking over so many contracts or whatnot.
Okay, so you're
The things that I
saying,
mentioned
oh,
earlier, and that he's basically taking the business away from everyone else.
Okay, so you want to know, why has he been so successful recently?
Yeah, and be like,
Okay.
you must reveal your secrets. It's all the talk.
Okay. I'm gonna say this is a difficulty of 3.
Okay, yeah, that's fair.
Because number 1, you've just rolled up. Number 2, this guy, he'll need a bit of sweet talking.
Okay,
So you're talking
talking cleverly.
cleverly. Okay, so
Yeah.
Okay.
So in the way that suggests it. So that'll be 11.
yeah, so you need to roll 11 or less 3 times.
Mm-hmm. Does everyone mind if I spend a momentum to get an extra die?
Go for
Because
it.
I got to get 3 dice.
Yeah, are we on
3 successes.
We're on a 1 now then?
I've got 2 here,
Oh, 2? Yeah. something like
unless I miscounted. But
that.
all right, so 11. Well, that's a 15 and a 5, so that's 1 success. And then on my
Okay.
3rd die, it's an 8, so I get 2 successes out of 3.
I
Okay.
can try and help. 'cause I'm
Okay,
in the
how are
room.
you? How are you helping?
I can. So I only roll 1 die, right?
No.
Is that right?
Actually, yeah. Sorry, yeah. You
So
roll 1 die. Yeah.
so I might kind of try and can I like talk? I don't know. Like, I want to sort of stage whisper to Eliza, but like that's not really talk quietly because I'm not gonna be quiet. If that makes sense.
Cleverly?
Forcefully, boldly.
But that's okay. I'll go talk boldly because I'm quite good at that. And say to Eliza, knowing that your man can hear, I say, "By Eliza, isn't it? I heard you were very well connected from your research into the whale industry, and between you and me, my family, Pa, he's come into a bit of money from his investments. He wants to reinvest it into whaling, and so if you know of any good connections, any people who are really storming the market or up and coming, you must let me know because like between you and me, as I say." They could be in for a hefty investment from the folks. So, but mum's the word, and then I just sort of stumble off with my champagne again. So that would be talk 10. Ooh.
So you got 1 die.
6.
Yes.
So, okay, yeah. So Kilcuddy hears this, and he hears you talking to him. He sees you, and I think you can tell all this talk about him and to him has been, putting a bit of hot air underneath him. He's enjoying the limelight. So he says, I can't remember what he sounds like now. He says, yes, yes. I've been incredibly successful lately. Her the investment from her ladyship has certainly helped. But rumors always abound, and let's just say I have an ace up my sleeve that some people might not know about. And he looks over at her ladyship and like winks, and then looks over you again. Says, not that I divulge that kind of information to some lady, no matter how pretty she might be.
Can I be like, well, if you were willing to divulge that information in private, I happen to know someone that's in the market, and I'm sure they would love to hear, why they should sign up with you and bring a little bit of the oiled cheddar your way, as it were.
Oiled cheddar. I love it.
It's a nice oily cheddar.
The greasiest cheese.
Notes of
Notes of blubber.
At this point, he says, yes, other business. Yeah, I mean, it depends what you can offer me.
Flash a bit of leg.
Sorry.
Show some ankle.
He's looking a bit flustered, and also like at you, like, who exactly is this business partner?
Well, if you don't mind finding somewhere more private to talk, away from prying ears, I can put you in touch with them. They happen to be at this very party, along with some associates of theirs.
He's looking a bit
Business associates.
He's looking a bit suspiciously of you.
Sexy business associates.
He's like, I really don't know if I feel comfortable with going off with some random stranger on my own. Maybe another time?
Well, I'm afraid my contact is only in town for today. They're off to a rich part of the world we're in. They're very well, their holiday home in somewhere.
So Konos. just like that.
That's the yeah. Can I try and talk at this point? Maybe forcefully. Like there's just a little bit of like trying to push him to be like, look, the deal's gonna not be on the table anymore.
Okay. I'm gonna say the difficulty is. I'm gonna say it's probably gonna be 3 again.
Oh goodness. Okay.
He's not very. You can tell he doesn't really like the idea of going off with someone on his own.
Okay, I've got 6 in talk and 4 in forcefully.
Okay.
So I need to roll a crit. Alright. That's a 15 and a 17. So that's
Okay.
no
Or
successes.
2 fails, would that help?
No.
I can offer you 2 fails.
So you fail. So you can either choose to give. So he like narrows his eyes at you a bit more, and he leans in to you, and he says, "Listen here, you. If you're spying, if you're looking for anyone, if you're looking for any information, I ain't gonna give it to you. This is my spot. This is my wit. And you better get your long little nose out of it."
That's
And then
very
he's gonna
personal.
lean back and go, "Oh, I'm mighty flattered, I must admit. But my dear, but I simply could not accept. I am here with her ladyship." And the ladyship goes, "Oh."